Right now, what's happening in China is no less than a massive battlefield setup. You can say China has literally established a new world order. And this new order is so different from the old one that both China and Russia have openly declared, in this world order, no one will bully anyone, no one will humiliate others, and no one will impose their power over others. Now here's the big twist. Kim Jong-un from North Korea has also landed in China. And who else is there? Xi Jinping himself. Putin is there. Iran's president is there. Basically, the biggest geopolitical arena of our time has been staged in China. And remember, this all happened right after the SCO meeting, where Modi came first, stood alongside China, and shook hands with Xi. In other words, the position that once belonged to America now belongs to China. Right now, 40% of the world's population is standing behind Xi Jinping, and slowly more and more countries are shifting toward China. This is why America and the West are in shock. Their version of the New World Order is collapsing while China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea are rising with a completely new set of rules. And guess what? They've all decided to form a military alliance. That means shared intelligence, mutual defense, and joint strategies. But here's the real game. Israel is now the one in the crosshairs. Why? Because Israel is planning something big, possibly even an operation to take out Iran's leadership and force a regime change. For Israel, weakening Iran is the only way to secure its long-term plans. But Iran isn't standing alone anymore. Protecting Iran has now become the responsibility of North Korea, China, and Russia as well. Look around, you can already see it happening. Iranian drones are flying in Russia. North Korean fighters and missiles are being supplied to Russia. China is backing Iran with advanced technology. And don't forget, in those first 18 hours of the last major attack, Iran's entire system was disabled. If it wasn't for China and Russia stepping in, Iran would have been completely crushed. That's how critical this alliance has become. And make no mistake, the battles of the future are already clear. 1. The first battle is already happening, the Russia-Ukraine war. 2. The second is the Taiwan takeover, which China is fully preparing for. The U.S. knows the moment they impose sanctions on China, the whole world economy, 70 to 80% of it, will collapse overnight. 3. The third front, the Middle East. And here Israel's biggest threat isn't Europe, it's Iran, backed by this powerful new alliance. China is already ahead in technology. The U.S. knows it can't outmatch China's tech. EMP weapons, radar jamming, ghost images. China has shown a glimpse of what it can do. And when it moves on Taiwan, America, Japan, and Australia will have no easy answer. India, by the way, has already shifted sides. It's standing with China now. And here's the dangerous part. North Korea is nuclear capable with active warheads. Russia has over 6,000 nuclear warheads ready. Together they form an alliance that the West cannot easily challenge. This isn't just about geopolitics anymore. It's about who survives and who collapses. If Iran falls, regime change will not stop there. It will spread to Russia, to China, and beyond. That's why they've all decided we either protect each other or we all get destroyed. And in this equation, Israel is the most exposed. That's why you'll soon see Israel pushing even harder against Iran, while China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran will unite even tighter. Meanwhile, the U.S. is stuck. They know imposing sanctions on China would be suicidal. China makes 80% of the world's iPhones. China is the backbone of global trade. Without China, the system collapses. So what happens? America tries to sanction China, but ends up sinking itself in the process. That's why Xi Jinping has boldly declared, "We won't wage wars like America. We won't blackmail nations. We'll bring countries together, not divide them." And the world is already tilting his way. Even Modi, once seen as China's rival, was welcomed in Beijing like a hero. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the reality. The world order is no longer led by Washington. It's now being decided in Beijing. This is Truth Uncovered. Don't forget to follow, like, share, and drop your thoughts in the comments.